Now for the track guide. Before starting, if you want to improve at a quicker pace, I just released the Academy where I host weekly group coaching sessions, workshops, racecraft events, and so on. So if you want to be part of that, link will be in the video description. Now going in the track guide itself, for turn 1, make sure that you're positioning all the way here on the left side on this pit exit line. You want to use this blue cone as a reference for dropping the throttle and adding the brakes. And slightly past it, you're going to be braking with the steering wheel completely straight. This is just a straight line braking zone where we want to be efficient with keeping the front tires completely dead straight. So all the available grip goes into braking. Now, another important thing is to hold the threshold braking as much as you can at the peak. So you're going to start to release in the moment that you're steering in the corner. But if you're not steering yet, just keep that peak engaged so that you will be once again more efficient. Now, going into this corner, you want to go into second gear, and as you see, it will be a common theme on this track. You want to apex slightly bit later than the middle. So if the middle is here, we're going to put our tire just a tiny bit later. We're going to cut the curb. And the moment that we're hitting the curb, we're pressing the throttle, we're helping the suspension, but also we're keeping the minimum speed up in the next section, because right now all we want to do is arrive in this position right here, which we would call it center left. From this position, we're going to turn in the center, but we won't go completely to the center because we don't have enough time. So we'll just try to inch a little bit more towards the right, then immediately turns towards the left side, and we're looking at this anti-curb with red and white strips. We will drop the throttle, but not to 0, and we will cut the curb just like that. So notice that we're taking the left tires all the way near the grass, and we're cutting completely the curb, then putting the throttle back in. And once again, we're in a position where we have to compromise the next corner. We can't be all the way towards the left side because it's going to be too slow. But if we push it too much towards the right, once again, it's going to be slow. So your reference for pressing the brakes here is the moment that you reach 100% throttle after the lift in that corner. So you're going to lift, try to go to 100% throttle, or if you miss the corner, try to go as close to 100%, maybe 70, 80, and then we're in the center of the track, going to be applying the brakes in second gear, trail brake a lot in this corner because you want to press the throttle when you see this green part of the curb on the right side. When you see it, you're going to be applying the throttle just like that and use all the space on the exit. Now, this next section can be quite tricky, but you have to feel the flow of it, especially turn 6, 7, through 11. So right now, this is going to be just flat out, get very close to the grass, use all the space here as well. We're heading towards turn 6, and the moment you're going to be applying the brakes in turn 6 is going to be basically looking on the left side. You see the 100-meter board, and then when you don't see it anymore because the A pillar on the left side is covering it, then you're going to be applying the brake. So it's in the middle of 150, and then you will be going in second gear. You see elongated trail brake because you need a very late apex. There's a bit of a dip going towards the left side, so when the car completely dips into this compression and you're seeing the ending of the curve, you see this white part of it, that's the moment where you're going to be applying the throttle. Use a lot of steering because we are decelerating quite heavily because of the elongated trail brake, so we can use the steering more aggressively at the apex. Make sure we're using the front tires, so don't be shy to add a little bit more steering wheel angle. And now it comes this right-hander part. We're going to be taking it flat on this one, going not all the way towards the white line because we don't have enough time to turn, but we will be definitely into the center left. And then we're going to be turning with just a slight lift, cutting the curb completely. This is an important image to just memorize because we need this kind of cutting so that we are able, the moment that we're cutting the curb, we're not traveling a longer distance, we're already on the brakes, like 5% braking, we're pointing the car towards the white line, and then we're picking the throttle back in. So as you can notice, the brake is just a tool for rotation. We don't want to slow down too much. When you're cutting the second curb, you're going to be applying, once again, it's very similar. If you look at the inputs, the only difference is that now we're going to be trail braking a little longer, but then we're going to be pressing the throttle slightly before hitting the curb. So if you look at this telemetry trace, it's very, very similar in these two right-handers, very similar corners. Use all the space on the left side, and now it's similar with turn 2. You don't need to be all the way towards the right side. You're going to be in center left. When you reach this position, you're going to be applying the brakes in third gear, apex, all the way near the anti-curb on the left side, then push the throttle aggressively. You will try to reach 100% throttle and then brake, but if it's not possible because you're too close the corner, you will do kind of like 60-50 and it's going to be fine. Then you're going to be dropping the throttle, elongated trail brake in second gear, really pushing the exit so that you're using all the space. And now we're heading towards the last sector of the track. We have here the 100, we have the 50. In the middle of 150 or closer to the 50, we're going to be applying the brakes. Brake in a straight line, then turn in third gear, very close to this curb. When you're at the curb, press the throttle, but don't do it aggressively because it's a blind corner and the car will also go into a crest, so the grip levels will be different. So that's why that's the reason why we modulate around here, bring the car back towards the right side because we have this left hand, there's close to 90 degrees here. So in second gear, braking, using all this curb just like that, still braking now, adding a little bit of throttle to push the car on the right side. And from this position onwards, we turn and lift at the same time. And then we pick the throttle back in. Very important to keep a tight line around these corners, use all the exit on our way out. And now we're heading towards the last two corners of the track. So for turn 17, what it's going to use is the 100 meter board. Past the 100, you're going to be braking, and now we're going uphill a little bit. So we can drop the brakes a little because the gravity is working with us to decelerate the car. Second gear, very late apex, but use a lot of steering because the car speed is quite low. And now in the last corner, we have the 50 meter board, past the 50, beginning of the curb, in third gear, just brushing the brakes. And then we smash the throttle aggressively because this is a corner where you need to push the throttle as early as you can. It leads to the biggest straight of the track. And in short, that's the lap. So I hope you like it, hope you enjoy it. If you want to improve at a quicker pace, check out GITGUDRacing.com, check out the academy, or check out the courses. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.